We will explore certain things with the body. I'll give you the basic direction. We'll do it together, and so we'll use the approach of a direct exploration, and then we will talk about it, take questions, and all that stuff. But I'll give you a little bit of a background. So, if we want to transform the body for whatever purpose, it could just be healing, or we want to evolve the body. The first step, that at least from what I'm understanding, is we got to connect to the body. The basic, we have to first connect to the body. While it sounds very simple, we hardly do that actually. My own guide a couple of years back, she said, "Arul, but you're really not connected to the body." I said, "Okay, I'll try my best." Okay, so it's not as easy because when there's pain, yes, we go in, we lock ourselves. There's a different point, but in a very normal and a simple way, only when we can connect to the body and be with it, the rest of the stuff can actually happen, either for healing or for receiving something inside the body. Okay, so the first thing that we will explore is how can we connect, as simple as that. The second thing we'll explore is how do we stay a little bit neutral? How do we stay in the moment, in the present? Simple, okay? And for that, one of the simple and best tools I've understood is using the natural breath. Okay, so we will use that tool again to try and so we'll try and put these two things together. Go into the body, try and be a little bit neutral, which is the natural breath. The third is we need to connect to something. It's like the fundamental process we use here is the process of osmosis. We connect to a high consciousness, and we'll keep it a direct exploration. We will attempt to connect to the cave of the heart. We'll attempt to connect above the head, whatever comes to this group, and it's each one's own exploration. I will facilitate it as best as I can. So, one, within the body; two, be neutral. Then we'll try and make a connection to what could be one quality at least of a high consciousness. So, we want to keep it concrete. So, when we say high consciousness, that could be a theory. So, we're not really looking at that. So, to keep it simple, we will attempt connection to a quality, and then I will put the whole piece together in the short 1 hour that we're going to be together, and let's see what occurs. Okay. All right. So, when we connect to the body, the first easiest is to connect to the sensations. So, we're going to do that and the natural breath right now. I'll explain it. If you have a doubt, ask me. The whole exercise can be done with eyes closed or eyes open. Okay, and I'll explain that a little bit later. For now, we'll do it with eyes closed. So, we'll close our eyes, and you got to kind of connect to your body. So, we'll take the surface of the body first, which means your skin, the structure, the bones. Yeah, you can kindly close your eyes. We'll kind of do it together, and then we'll speak. So, sit in a way that's comfortable to you, any which way that's comfortable to you. And just connect to your body, overall to your body and its sensations, and just be with it. And if your attention gets distracted, just come back to the body and its sensations. So, if you are doing it rightly, what would occur is in the beginning you get a few sensations, then slowly the domain of sensations would open up. You would be aware more. So there's no effort here, it's just to connect and wait for the domain of body sensations to open up to you. And then also become aware of your breath. So we are dealing with a natural breath, which means breath as it is right now, no modifications. Either watch your breath or connect to your breath, and wherever the breath is flowing, just be with it, with your awareness. And whatever you observe, that's fine. Discomfort, comfort, breath shallow, deep, warm, cold, all of that doesn't matter. Don't change anything. The primary attempt is to be with the breath. Whenever your mind deviates, just come back in with the breath. Now, if possible, we'll put these two together. If it doesn't come, don't bother. Once again, put your awareness entirely on the body and its senses all throughout. Just have to relax your body and allow the domain of sensations to open to you. And as you're aware of the sensations, also connect to the breath. It'll almost be as if you will start becoming aware of the breath passing through your body. Slowly let go. We'll do tiny practices. Slowly let go. Ground yourself, which means just become aware of your feet, the earth, the ground. And take your time, and whenever you feel you're ready, you can open your eyes. Okay. So any questions or doubts on this? Anything you want to check? You are able to do it, and what do you observe happening inside you? What quality you notice increases inside you when you do this?
The breath.
Breath, okay.
Space.
Yeah.
Space.
Space and stillness.
Space and stillness. There's a palpable stillness that has increased in the group and space itself, okay. Yeah. What else?
Heat.
Yeah. Heat. Yeah, heat and warmth, yes. Any doubts? Any doubts, any difficulty, feel free to ask. We'll keep it very simple. Sensations, breath, you're just putting it together, that's all. Any doubts?
The more time, the more sensation.
I'm sorry?
The more time, the more sensation.
I mean, the more you wait, the more sensation? Yeah. In a way, but as we go by, it'll like, the moment we put in, it could open up. And then it'll go, like you hear the cricket sound in the night, right? Similar to that, there are tiny sensations happening all the time, but we are not aware. And it'll open up. So the moment it opens up, we can actually pass through our awareness from the surface to the inner, which is what we're going to attempt now. Right at the body level, we'll attempt. Any questions, any challenges, feel free. Just, you can be very frank with me if there's a challenge. Okay, now. Let's make an attempt now. Pick any part of your body. We can do this without the hands, we can do it with the hands, okay. So we'll do it with the hands. So it's like this now. Choose any part of a body. It can be a part which is well, or a part that you want to work on. But I would rather say in the beginning, just take a part that is reasonably neutral. Don't take a part where there's, let's say, too much pain right in the beginning, because then I have to give you a direction on that. Let's just take some simple part, let's say the arm or whatsoever. So this exercise is to try and move our awareness within the body, okay. So it's like this, I keep my hand, and the entire work is going to be done from the hand. It's not so much from here, okay. So it's like I keep my hand and I just become aware of the sensations, the first step, okay. Now, so that itself, there are two ways to do it. I can put effort and become aware of the sensations, or I could just relax and allow my hand to detect whatever sensations are going on. This is the first step. Now, after that, it's like we'll do and see if it comes. You'll do it with the eyes closed or eyes open, it's up to you. And then you try and move your awareness within the body, within the part, okay. Now, obviously, you're using your inner senses for this. Your inner visual, your inner sense, felt sense. You move your awareness inside and observe what's going on there, okay. Now, like you can do it here, you can do it in the chest region, whichever is comfortable for you. Like if you do it in the chest region, it's the surface, okay. It's a surface structure, and then when you move in, you're moving both into the flesh and the emotional space. Like here, if somebody is very emotional, you'll actually feel churns, energy, you'll actually feel a pain in or ease in the body inside itself, okay. So you can choose anywhere, just go a little bit inner, okay, and then I'll guide you, I'll completely guide you how you observe and all that stuff. So there are two things here, one, what's going on inside, and two, my own responses. So for example, there could be a pain somewhere, and I could feel a little awkward about it, or I could have a thing, oh my God, it is still there, etc., etc. Okay, so watch for that also. And then I won't explain that right now. We'll make an attempt to just go further inner in search of every part of the body, no matter how difficulty it has. At the depth of the cells, there is what I'm just loosely calling pure substance, which is the cells are absolutely fine. They'll be fine, even though there will be challenges on the outside that may or may not come. We will just make an attempt. Okay, so any doubts on this? As much as possible, keep your hands straight on the skin, just to get a direct feel. If not, over the cloth also is okay. It's completely up to you. Any questions?
Can it go through your clothes, or does it have to be directly on the skin?
It's completely up to us.
Oh.
You can keep it like this as well, or you could keep it like this as well. The whole attempt here, as far as I understand, is keep it concrete. Which means let's not hurry for something to show up. And if nothing shows up, it's fine. If I keep direct, I can get that sensation. But if your awareness is good, you could do it this way also. But at a later point, we don't need the hand. This is just as a beginning thing. Okay. So please close your eyes and keep your hand wherever you wish. This will take us about 4 minutes or so. You can sit anywhere. You can lie down if you want, absolutely no problem. Now, just completely relax your hand. If you want to reduce the AC, then we can't do it. Is that what you want? Oh, okay. We only the that we cannot.
It's cold in here.
Yeah. Okay. I give you 2 options now. One is you have to tell them, or we could even go to the garden and do it. Either which way, it's completely up to you all. Okay. So I'll continue, you will just come in, okay, all right. So kindly close your eyes, and just relax. The more the body is relaxed, the entire thing becomes easy. You're relaxed, but you're also aware. That's the state. So keep your hands somewhere and be very quiet, allowing that part of the body to reveal itself through its sensations to you. Now we're not interpreting it from the mind, we're just observing the sensations, being with the sensations, with the finger, with the hand. If your attention wavers, no problem, just come back to the sensations. Now move your awareness a little bit inside. You're moving your awareness, say about 10, 20, 30% inside. And you're using your inner senses. You could see something, you could feel something. It could be, you could see a color, you could feel an energy, see an energy, or there could be pain, there could be a sensation on the inside. Just observe. And then if, I think for some of you it's coming now better, so if it's coming, just drop in a little bit more. Or if it's not coming, stay there. Just go down a little bit more into the flesh, into the energy, into the emotions here. Now, by chance, if there are any pains and all that, let it be there. Don't get entangled into it. Just go deeper. Move your awareness more. It's just dropping in. Now, wherever you are, stay there and point your awareness to a further depth with just an aspiration that you wish to see or experience the pure substance, the pure matter. No matter what entanglements we carry, at the depth there's always a pure matter which will carry a pure light, delight, joy, radiance. Could just be something subtle that could come. So if it doesn't come, totally okay. We'll just wait for a minute with an aspiration if we could see a little bit of a glimpse of the pure substance. As you wait there, for some of you, you could either feel it or you may feel a certain heaviness that is good. Stay with the heaviness if you get a certain heaviness and just look at the depth of that heaviness. Feel the depth of that heaviness. Now, whatever is the depth you have reached, it doesn't matter. Just be there with your breath for a few moments. And then slowly let go. Feel the body, ground yourself, take your time. Then whenever you're ready, you can slowly open your eyes. So, what was your experience? Any questions, any doubts?
I can tell you that I thought it was very lovely. At first I just felt a lot of comfort in my body. And then as we went deeper, I began to feel a real sort of euphoric happiness.
Yeah.
And then in my stomach, when you mentioned it, I saw this golden light. I felt that golden light, and then I began to hear like a bowl playing, like a, I can almost still hear that. So anyway, it was beautiful, thank you.
Okay. So what we are doing here is we're just in a very simple way going within, and we can use several things. As you go within, there are sensations, and then it'll move. It could be pulsations, and then there could be vibrations. Okay, and then you're just aspiring for that contact, and after that we can't do anything. It comes or doesn't come. It's completely a matter of grace in that, and we just wait, and something would open up. Now that connection by itself heals the body. It's just a simple straight connection to that depth, and by itself that starts healing. It's one direct way of connection. The others we will see now. Okay, yeah. Thank you. Any questions? Any doubts? Yeah.
I put my hand on my wrist.
Okay.
Here, and I have been experiencing no pain there. But as I went deeper, I had the memories of almost phantom pains.
Yeah.
Of previous
Yes.
issues that
Yes.
I had
Yes. Yes.
with my wrist. I wasn't in pain, but I remembered
Yeah.
those experiences
Yes.
that gave my wrist pain.
Yes. So now we need to connect it. So as you go in, now that perhaps you would have awareness, somebody would not have that awareness. Some different, it matters. But as we go in, you will either have awareness of what's currently going on. Definitely there are memories locked up, they will open up for sure. Okay. Now once they open up, we need to work at that. Okay, we need to work at that. So I've just been exploring a very simple path. Move your awareness deeper and deeper, and the moment something comes, it's like we have to keep the awareness there, but if we just get entangled there, there will be no transformation, there will be no healing. From there, we have to connect to a higher consciousness. So there again, I keep it very concrete, and these clues I've taken from integral yoga, the work of Aurobindo and the mother. Much of this, whatever I'm sharing with you, came naturally as I was reading the mother's agenda. Okay, so I used to get something, I'll do it, then somebody will come for a one-to-one, like a session. I'll guide them, I'll do it for them or whatever. They will discover something, I'll go take it back. This is how I've explored it. Okay, so now from there, which means that cell which is throwing up that memory, from there you can either connect above the head, we'll explore it, or you can connect to behind the physical heart. Okay, like something sacred inside, or directly you can just, like what she said, you could just connect to the pure substance if it opens up. So that layer that you find there, if you explore further at your leisure, either today or 5 years later, whatever, we are all bound to hit that wellspring. It will come. So then it has to either get connected above, cave of heart, or pure substance, or core of the earth. But that much I don't know if I can do today. Okay. So you just give some connection, and then it's osmosis. It's an infiltering of something coming into that, and the proof of it would be is that the complete memory should carry a different vibration. It will be the same imprint, okay, but it will completely carry like a pure light or a subtle color. The entire frequency should shift. And you could do this practice in one sitting, okay, or through the day. Like you're doing whatever you're doing, just come to it, attend to it, continue whatever you're doing. I've been doing that experiment right now. More than sitting now, I do it alongside work. Most of my practices are like that right now. That also works. In fact, that works even better, actually, as far as I've understood. So let it get infiltrated, and you have to concretely see the shift with your inner senses. Till then, you will gently work. Okay, we will explore that. Any doubts? Any questions? Yes, yes.
So my experience, I also did my forearm.
Yes.
And initially when you said to go in about 30%, I was almost a little confused because I did feel my hand within there, and
Yeah.
I wasn't sure where it was supposed to go. It felt like it was in the way of everything that was happening 30% in. But then going further into the pure substance, just before you said the light, that's what I experienced.
Yeah.
But it was a very, very high vibration that I
Yes.
was feeling. So what is the heaviness that you were?
There was some heaviness in the room. That's why I called it out.
Okay.
See, okay, so the clue I got here was when I was reading this description, she speaks about a subtle substance which is denser than matter. Okay, this is the clue. So when I go in, one way to make this journey is also, heaviness doesn't mean bad actually. There's a certain weight. I'll do this in a different way and show it to you. There is a heaviness in the cells itself. Okay, you just catch to that heaviness and connect it. Okay, so that heaviness will help you to go to the pure substance also. We could travel many different ways. I actually got it first by using heaviness as a
Yes.
path.
I probably wouldn't use that word myself, but
Okay.
I understand what you mean.
Okay.
I think that's what I was
Yes,
experiencing.
yes, yes. The same is there in different parts of your body. The opening to light is there in different parts of your body. Like you can explore, and some parts won't carry that. Okay, then it's like the other thing is these things I won't have time to show. But let's say, for example, if one part is having it and another part is not having it, you connect here and here, and again the cells actually talk to each other. They learn the best from each other. We just have to stay out of the way, and like that it is. Okay. Yeah.
Are you saying where there's no light, is that where there's a problem?
Okay, so there are two responses here. Even where there is a problem, there will be a light inside for sure. Okay, that is at the depth. But which is why in this whole work, even if you touch the light, that doesn't solve anything. It has to permeate into the intermediate and surface layers. Now that's rather a little bit difficult, because we have memories, we have certain things that which are not fully functioning well. So there is the wait period now. So now another way of looking at it is basically we're looking at flow. The guidance here is flow. So where in certain parts there is a light or a joy or whatever, which means the part is receiving. That's all it is. There are two parts here. That part is receiving. Where these are not there, the part is stuck. It is not. The cells are not opening up. So we work on that. Where we have a difficulty, it could be a physical or an emotional block. There we just go in and allow these to come in into that. This is the process. Okay. Okay, I move forward. Okay. Now I have to show a little bit of what a higher connect is, and it's safer to do first with the heart depth and then above. So I would have time to show you that both, and then I'll show how the connection is. Okay. And then we'll see, however, if anybody wants to hang on a bit more, then we'll explore a bit more, whatever, it's all up to us. Okay. Now, when we explore the heart, again keep it very concrete. First is the surface. Okay. Now, the center, the left, the right, and the solar plexus always are different. So you can't just take the heart like this. In practical sadhana work, these are all very different. Like there will be sometimes a different quality here and then a different quality here. So in general, when you take center, take it like this. But when you do the practice, all these are very different. This is the solar plexus, for example. For now, take it something like this, surface. Then go in. Okay. The attempt right now is we are not doing healing. We are trying now to go to the depth. later on we will see how the healing is. Surface, inner, then you come to the physical heart. The actual physical heart with the heartbeats and all that. And then park your awareness a little bit behind the physical heart. You're still inside the body, okay? A little bit behind the physical heart. Wait there, I'll guide you. See what quality is there or increases when we do this exercise. That's all we are going to do now. Straightforward. Okay. Request you to use the hands on your clothing itself, no problem. So that it's a little bit more concrete. Okay. So keep your hands on your chest, however you wish. That's perfectly okay. Some would prefer a little bit above, some would prefer, it's perfectly okay. Close your eyes. And just the first thing is relax. I mean, that's what I've been understanding. And I'm also training myself to do this more and more. First is to just relax. Make a connection to the body. And then bring your entire attention to the surface of your heart. Which means you are looking for the sensations there. Allowing the sensations to open up to your hands. You're just quiet. Move your hands can be there for an anchor. Move your awareness within. You're entering your body and also your emotional space. Using your inner senses, see and feel this space. Move your awareness to your physical heart. Feel it, hear it. Now become aware of the space around the physical heart. The space just around the physical heart. And just go behind the physical heart. You're inside the body, but the movement deeper now can be almost infinite. The space behind the physical heart. Go there. Keep your awareness there and wait and see what qualities are there or open up there. Now, whatever quality, even a little bit if it is there, just be there with your natural breath for a few more moments. And then request the surface part of the chest and the in-between part of the chest to observe what is in the depth. Just open the surface. You actually request the cells. You actually request the cells to observe what's in the depth. If you wish, you could just make another journey, just pass through the surface, intermediate parts of your chest, and all throughout, you just request the cells to just observe the qualities at the depth. And then the cells just to whatever is needed to connect and absorb. Slowly let go, take your time, ground yourself, connect fully to your body, and whenever you're ready, you can slowly open your eyes. Any questions, anything to share or ask on this? Was it okay?
It was amazing. It was great. I love your work.
Okay. This is actually a very important location to connect, and the more you connect here, work on the body becomes very, very simple and easy. Anybody had any difficulties? Yes?
I just tried to go behind and it just went a really dark blue and just kept going down and down and down forever. Well, not forever, it just went really a lot of blue. But sad.
Yeah. Yeah, so that layer is there in your heart region. Okay, whatever you're referring as blue and that sadness, it's there. So can you point the location? Correct, okay. So now it's like you got to take the time on it. It's like, so what you access, there will be something further deeper on the depth, okay, where, so the blue itself will get subtle and subtle and subtle, but for now, that region that is there, one of the biggest problems about our body, it absorbs almost anything. It just blatantly absorbs pain, experiences. That's the biggest problem that we are dealing with. But another way it will become the biggest blessing, you know, because like when we are able to transform, it'll also be within our bodies and also transmission outside, but we'll talk about it later. So this is not going to change because it is through the same channel that whatever goes into one human's body will also get transmitted outside. So the phenomenon will continue, absorption. But we can come to a point where our cells are not absorbing stuff. So it's the method is like this, which is the last thing I'll do formally, and then whoever has any doubts we can chat after that. The method is to now learn to talk to the cells. It's not a conversation actually. It's a prayer. It's a prayer or an aspiration to the cell. So where there is that sadness, which is, it's also pretty much just a little bit from the surface itself, it is there actually. It's just a little bit deeper from the surface itself, it is there. Okay, so you got to go in there and tell the cells something like this in your own words. So we'll just keep it silent. Oh, that's an alarm, okay, to wake up in case we slept during the exercise. No, it's morning there, okay. So you go in and you tell the cells something like this. It's not your job to hold on to the entanglements. Okay, it's not your job to hold on to the entanglements. Kindly release it to the source directly. So, and then you keep your attention somewhere above, which I will show you right now. Okay, and it's not, you kindly don't imagine, don't do anything. It's just you stick with that prayer and you wait, and you will slowly find a shift occurring. Okay? And then you go layer by layer by layer as time permits for you at your own free space. Okay? And then you would be in a way permitted to go further and deeper and make this discovery. Clear, right? We will do that now, but before that, any questions? Yes?
I found that I did that.
Okay.
When the heartache
Yes.
was revisited,
Yes.
that I was able to make that prayer.
Yes, absolutely. Yes. And then you will actually, so go with the concreteness, which means in the inner senses, there will be a shift on the cells. And if not, then it just, that there's more to learn and stuff like that in that sense of it. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
So I feel like I went sort of way beyond my body. So when you said first coming in the front, it was like, shrapnel everywhere. But going behind, and then you said what's there, and it was sort of a dark cave, and then suddenly it was light, and then you said, and tell yourself to observe what that is, or something like that, and it became like the entire universe.
Yeah, that's okay.
So
That's okay. That's
I kind of still feel like that's totally open back there.
yeah. That's okay. That's how I was doing first.
Yeah.
And now when I keep checking with somebody, so that person's guidance is to kind of come into an embodied level as well.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
Okay. So then you let that connection be open. That's perfect. But then again, to come in behind the physical heart, the space behind the physical heart, and allow that to kind of gather itself back here, because we need this to do the work in the body cells. Okay, so that also is fine. That is what was happening to me in the beginning, and then I readjusted to now come back in here. Okay, all right. So we'll do the last one now. I'll share and then we'll do it, and then yeah. So first I'll explain it. So do it in your own way. So basically, again, to just give you a premise, in integral yoga, this domain is an infinite domain. Okay, and there are qualities above here. So the reason I say qualities is, in our own repertoire, we be truthful to us, and without flipping into a artificial imagination, we allow what is there to become present to us as per our levels of evolution. So you will just keep your awareness, you will start here, just a little bit here, okay, the top, move your awareness something like this and just go up. Okay, you can go a little bit up, or you can go infinitely up. That's all up to you. I'll guide you. Always we will just look at what quality becomes present. Okay, so that's the same exercise like connecting to the depth of the heart, you're connecting above. But I will also just continue that, because our hour is already actually almost over, but I'm just taking 5-10 minutes extra. So you connect there, and then I'll say go into any part of your body that you want to work on. So at that time you can ask which part, or you can just choose a part, drop in there, same way, surface to depth, and wherever there is a non-opening or a difficulty, just go in there, and the same thing, request the cells. It's not your job to hold on to any entanglements, and request the cells to connect here. That's all, and just wait. Okay. Okay, I'll guide you. Any questions? Kindly close your eyes. Yeah. You want me to stand here? Oh, okay, okay, all right. Okay, so kindly close your eyes. Just relax your body. Connect to your body. Already there's definitely something for many of you all. Just observe what is present within your body. And then bring your awareness to the top of your head and leave it there. Your awareness is on the top of your head and leave it there. you could feel just a mild lightness or a mild pressure. Sometimes for some it can be a heavy pressure. Nothing to be afraid, because we're just connecting to what is above. And if at all you notice too much pressure, just relax. Just relax. And attention is above, on top of the head. And slowly move the awareness pointed upward. Now move your awareness above your head a little bit or more, leave it to your intuition, and move your awareness above to whichever point where you feel some quality. It could be a subtle color or some universal quality like a peace, silence, light, joy. And stay there. Vastness. You could feel, or sometimes you can even hear that silence, that vastness. And then I'm going to do a very short body scan. Move your awareness into your head region in general, within your head region, and just tell the cells, it's not your job to hold on to any entanglements, and just request the cells in your head region to open to the above qualities. Move to your neck region. You tell the head, if you need more attention, I'll come back to it later at my own free time. Come to the neck, keep it inside, and request the cells not to hold on to any entanglements. It's not your job. And request the cells themselves to aspire and open to the above. Tell your neck, we'll continue this later. Come to your top part, the chest, up to the navel region, back, front, and the arms. In general, just go in, requesting the cells to learn not to hold on to any entanglements. It's not their job anymore. They can do their respective functions and learn to directly open to the up. And then you tell this part, you'll revisit it later in depth. Come to the rest of the body, the pelvic, the legs, knees to the feet. Just in general go within the cells, reminding them not to hold on to any entanglements. They can each do their function and learn to open up directly to the above. Thank your body. Thank the divine. Slowly ground yourself. Take your time. And whenever you're ready, you can open your eyes. So, any questions, anything to check? For some, the depth of the heart comes easier. For some, this comes easier. Anything is fine. Any questions?
Can I just share that, so I went about here, and what I saw is there is actually a blue, like tuning crystal, like the crystal I just bought, and that it's tuning to the universe. And I started to hear a singing bowl, and I'm like, oh, I had no idea that was up there.
Yeah.
doing that.
Yeah, at your own leisure, you can make this exploration, and you would also come to the domain of the gods. There is no, you will access it ultimately, each one of us in our own space, but also to learn to go into the body and make that connection as well. Otherwise, it's only a transcendental
Yeah.
access.
But each part of the body was connecting to it.
Perfect, that's it. That's all. This is what, yeah. Thank you so much, yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much, yeah. So yeah, any doubts you can ask me, otherwise we bring it to a close. Yeah. So this is how I've been exploring body, basically just to recollect, learn to connect to the body very concretely, sensations, you go on the inner, you will start seeing something, you will start feeling something. The art is to keep it neutral. One more detail, if there is a pain somewhere, the art is not to go and get entangled into the pain. That just increases then. You kind of flip a little bit beside it. That's why that heaviness helps. You just catch a little bit substance there and do the practice. Basic practice is bring the natural breath, then from there connect to the depth. So separately we'll work connecting above, separately we'll connect to the, the behind the physical heart. We'll keep building these. Once in a while we'll try and attempt to go to the pure substance. Whichever comes, that becomes the source. So we just go within a part and then connect to a source and then do it. There are more, but this is good start. So thank you so much. Bye-bye. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah.